Tonight, when you hear those words, what's for dinner? Don't panic.
Don't do it. Chef James Laird of the restaurant Serenade in Chatham, New Jersey is here with a solution. As always, our chef in Shoestring had to get out of his regular kitchen for a trip to the market. He had just 20 bucks to purchase all the ingredients for a 3-course meal for 4.
So, let's see what he bought.
Hi, Andrew Jackson and I were going shopping. When I buy zucchini, I like to buy zucchini that are about this size, which is about 6 to 8 inches long. Not too big, because the bigger they are, the bigger the seeds. Here's some beautiful tomatoes for the appetizer. A good sign that the tomatoes are very fresh is when you wave your hand over the top and you don't see any fruit flies. And also, firm but not mushy, nice bright red color. Smell it, it's wonderful. For green beans, most important, they should be green. That's most important. Not flimsy at all, no brown end, and when you snap them, you hear that snapping noise. A little bit of moisture comes out. If you're not sure if it's fresh, give it a taste. It should be sweet and tender. Look for corn where the silk is nice and shiny. Pull it back a little bit. When the produce manager's not looking, press your thumb into the corner and it squirts you in the eye, buy it. It's very fresh. When I buy salmon, I look for a nice bright orange flesh. And if you look at the salmon, it has white lines running through it. That's a good sign that the fish is going to stay moist while you're cooking it. This right here is an excellent peach. From the stem end to the blossom end, it's bright red all the way through. It means it's been left on the tree to ripen fully. It was challenging, but Andrew Jackson and I, we came in under $20. Stay tuned, and when we come back, we're going to prepare this delicious summer meal.
And here we are with Chef James Laird of Serenade.
That's
When I get that right, not Serenade, but
Jersey.
Serenade. Thanks for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
What are we going to have?
We have a beautiful end of the summer meal that we're going to prepare. First is a fleur de Provence with zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes, olives, and chopped thyme. Fleur de Provence means flowers of the Provence. And we're going to start, first of all...
Well, let's go. What's for the entree? What are we going to have?
What's the entree there? The salmon?
The entree, and then we're going to go into the salmon with white corn sauce
And
green
dessert?
beans and a roasted peach with caramel sauce.
Okay, here we go.
It's gonna
He's
be
so ready to
beautiful.
go. Let's go ahead.
And make sure we have enough time. Okay, we're going to start first with the fleur de Provence, which means flowers of the Provence. I have to say that with a French accent, it sounds a little nicer. We're going to start slicing the zucchini very thin like this. We're going to do the same thing with the eggplant. This mandolin is fabulous. You don't have to worry about cutting yourself. Every cut comes out the same.
You're like one of those commercials for $19.99.
Exactly.
That's right.
But I'm not selling it, though, today. I'm demonstrating how to do it. Okay? And then we have a little tray down here that I already prepared some. And very easily, you just alternate the slices of zucchini, eggplant, and tomato, and follow.
Easy.
It's not rocket science cooking here.
Which means we could do it, right?
All it is, you use all the seasonal ingredients, and this area, it's Provence. All these things just grow wild. Thyme, like this, and rosemary. It grows in like along the side of the roads. And
it's very colorful. Yeah. It looks nice, too.
So we'll finish at one row like that so you guys can see. Okay. And then we're going to season that very fast. I use sea salt, which is from France. It's very pure, and we just keep it in the shaker here. Open up the little hole, very tiny like that.
Why sea salt, not regular salt?
It has a lot more minerals. It's pure, and it gives a nice, just enough salt. It's not too salty.
Okay.
If that makes any kind of sense. Okay. We're going to season that nice and light, nice and high. You see a lot of volume here, so that way you don't get big globules of salt going on there. Pepper, same thing. Pepper, chopped thyme, and rosemary. I have a little mixture here already made. Not too fine, not too big. Just season it like that.
And so we move on. What's next? Very quickly.
Then we're going to drench it with extra virgin olive oil.
So with a paintbrush.
Just like that.
Right.
I call it a pastry brush.
Pastry brush, sorry.
Okay. And then we put it in the oven, 275 for about 2 hours. And this is kind of exactly what it will look like once it's finished. It all marries together. How do you know it's done? All the vegetables are very tender and juicy.
We are going to take another look at the final product in just a moment.
Okay.
We need to move on. We're going to get to the salmon.
Okay, beautiful.
Let's go right ahead.
For the salmon, we take a nice thin slice of salmon. And we're going to pound it, okay? It's called paillard in Italian, okay?
Here, I'll take it.
Okay.
Got it.
And we're going to lightly pound it, so that way it's the same thickness all the way throughout, just like I did here.
With the pan.
Why salmon? Because that took up half your budget.
It was really the cheapest fish that was there.
Really?
I want everybody to be able to enjoy this meal, and not everybody eats skate or monkfish. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt.
Okay.
Okay, again, the same thing. Pepper, nice and high. And Wonder flour, which is like a nice flour that we use in the kitchen keeps things from sticking. We have a nice hot pan here. Okay. A little bit of olive oil. You know it's hot when it starts to smoke, and when it catches on fire, it's too hot. You hear it sizzle?
Thanks.
I tell you, cooking is one of the things you use all of your senses all the time. Your smell, your taste, which is most important, right? And then we have our vegetables here. We have blanched green beans that were just cooked in a lot of boiling salted water just till they're tender. How do you know when they're done? You taste it, comes out tender. At the restaurant Serenade, we always cook the vegetables, not al dente, not mushy, just till they're cooked.
You always taste it. Now, you are the thinnest chef I think we've had in our
look
show.
at that.
How do you do this?
You gotta blame my mom for that. It's all genetics, okay? And then we
Eating
have,
those beans.
then we have nice red onion. Why did I choose red onion? It's really the cheapest thing in the
okay.
store.
Okay.
After
Once you spend all the money
half
on
of my
the
money,
salmon.
half of my money went to the salmon. Okay, and we just marry all that together. Looks something like this: corn, all the seasonal ingredients that there's so much of it around right now in the markets. It's just, how can you not use it?
It smells good. It's more for me because Don
Okay.
can't have onions.
That's right.
What,
no
what
onions.
happens to you when you have onions?
Can't tell.
As you see, you know, always never work directly on a cutting board unless you're going to change it. So I put a little piece of saran wrap down there, which is nice. Okay, then we're going to go into the corn sauce. Beautiful New Jersey corn, white, yellow, whatever your flavor is. I prefer white.
Sweet.
Very sweet, yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take it off the cob.
Any tricks for that?
Oh,
How to
yeah.
do that?
You don't want to go too close to the core, because then
Okay.
it's going to get woody and fibrous. Just like that, nice and gentle.
Okay.
Like that. You put it into a container. Okay. Like this. And I take the reserved cooking liquid that we cooked the corn in, so that way we're not adding something that's, you know, doesn't belong there. And we're going to puree it with this handy-dandy little blender, just like that.
It's got all kind of devices here.
I tell you, this is a
Power
great
tools.
this piece of equipment we use all the time in the kitchen. I go through about one a month just because I use them so much they break down, and cleanup is a breeze. So, and we're going to strain that right through here. Okay, press out all the beautiful sweet juices of the corn and the flavor, and all you're left with is all that stuff that gets caught between your teeth after you're done eating.
All right.
And that goes into the garbage. Okay, and you're going to pour that juice right into there, into the corn sauce.
So we really don't care about this. We
No,
just
that's
all right.
all we're left with is the
Okay.
beautiful flavor and the pure essence of the corn.
All right.
Okay.
How'd you get that idea to do that?
Actually, it was
Did you learn this in school, or?
It just happens, you know. I mean, I've worked in restaurants throughout the world, in France, and Italy, and New York for a long time, and it's just a culmination of seeing different things all around. So for the sauce, we're just gonna, at the last moment, emulsify it again. What this does is it gives it air, and you're able to produce a beautiful sauce without adding all the cream and butter. It's like a natural stabilizer.
So it's pretty low in fat.
Oh yeah, you didn't see me add any butter, did you?
No.
No.
Okay, we spoon that down there like that, nice and gentle.
Okay.
Okay. And this can also be used as a soup if you want. You just make a little bit more. Okay.
So that's all you put in there?
That's it. It's the
Oh,
corn
for heaven's
puree
sake.
and the corn stock, a little bit of salt and pepper.
And again, how long are we going to saute this?
This, we blanched everything separately, you know, which just cooks
Right.
it till it's perfect. Combine it all. Just warm it up till it's warm. You want to serve it room temperature, you want to serve it hot. Right here, it's hot.
All right.
Okay?
We're going to see it later. We need to
Put
move
it
on
through
to
there.
the dessert.
Right.
Go right on to the salmon.
Okay.
Salmon goes
Flip
on
it
top.
over. Voila.
Voila.
Cool.
Let's
See
go.
that?
Here we
That
go.
looks
Very
lovely.
pretty.
And as Don said, we're going to see it and eat it later.
Very
Yes,
nice.
low fat.
Let's talk sweets.
We have beautiful New Jersey peaches. These guys are just beauties. We're going to peel them ever so gently like this. Okay? Peel from the top and the bottom. And just go down and around. So you get nice, we call that tourner in French, to turn. Okay? Peel it.
Do they have to be really ripe or
No,
a little hard?
Whatever you like. You want them soft, you want them hard.
Okay.
It's all your own preference. Cut them in half, pull out the pit. And then we have a nice warm pan here. Okay, let's make sure that it's hot. We'll just put a
It's
little
hot.
It's hot.
Okay, we're going to brown a little bit of sugar here. Make a caramel sauce, okay? Let's get a little spoon here. You want this to brown. Let's pretend that it would all turn brown a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of butter.
High
The
heat here?
Magic Kingdom.
Very, you know, it's medium heat now, but you can let it come back.
Okay.
It's better to be a little cooler, or otherwise you're going to start a fire.
About 30 seconds left in the segment, so what do you want to
We
do?
add the peaches.
Right.
Okay. Stir them around for about a minute, just until the juices get all caramelized and
Half like that.
this should be brown, really.
Okay.
The sugar should be brown, but put it in the oven for about 15 minutes.
Right.
You pull them out.
Wow.
And this is exactly how it comes out.
Can you
Very
see
nice.
Where
that?
all the peaches, they've released all their juices and kept the caramel from burning, And I'll tell you, this would be great.
There we go.
If you had a little bit more money, with a little vanilla ice cream, some cookies.
We are going to look and
You'll be
taste
set.
in just a moment. Right now, let's take a closer look at the cost breakdown of the ingredients Chef Laird brought to make this meal. We began with a baked vegetable appetizer, including eggplant, zucchini, and tomatoes. We dressed our vegetables in a vinaigrette made with black olives. You like this music, Chef? Do you have this in the restaurant?
Oh, I feel like dancing right now.
There you go. Our entree is salmon served with a red onion and green bean sauté on top of a sweet corn puree. And dessert is yellow peaches in a caramel sauce. Our grand total, hit me, Billy. There you go, just $18.64. Congratulations, you did it. How about that? You're going to take a taste here?
I am. It looks really good.
I think Dawn likes her sugar.
That's good.
And they are from New Jersey.
That's wonderful.
Great.
Hey, New Jersey. And if you would like to make
Serenade.
this recipe, Serenade, for your family tonight, you can find it on our webpage at www. I'm licking my lips here. CBS.com, or you can send a stamped self-addressed envelope to CBS News Saturday Morning. Salmon and vegetable recipes, 514 West 57th, New York 10009. You want to take a taste?
I will in just a minute. Thanks again, Chef. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you
Some of you are
so
going to
much.
break away. We'll see you next week. For the rest of you, we'll be right back. Don't go away.
This cooking